questions?
Couple questions, just a couple.
You ready? Mr. LePage, to all the people who didn't vote for you, how do you reassure them that you will also be their governor?
Well, I think made people really sort of did something very interesting. First time in nearly my lifetime anyways, is to protect themselves on the backside. They changed the legislature and the Senate to Republican so that they can keep me focused on the direction we need to go.
Paul, what's the process for the transition team? Have you actually picked some people for that yet? Are you guys meeting, and who are some of those people?
The honest truth is, we stayed up all night. I slept about an hour and a half. I just woke up just before I got here. And later today, we are gonna meet for a while to start planning the next couple days to do that. And I also gotta read my mayor's packet before tonight.
Paul, were you surprised by how close Elliott Cutler really came?
Yes, I was surprised that it appears that Democrats in the state seem to have thought it all over, and at the last minute they all went one way, and it made it a lot tougher. And of course, as I said earlier, I helped them along the way.
Do you thank Lady Mitchell for kind of helping you out, taking some votes away?
I thank her very much.
Campaign, like you said, 15 months. What was the high point for you with the win aside, and what was the hardest part of the campaign for you?
The hardest part of the campaign was how negative this campaign got, and how, quite frankly, to all of you in the press, the print press I thought was more hostile than it needed to be. The high points came twice. One was last Saturday. We did a telephone town hall, and this 75-year-old woman said, "We voted for you today, my husband and I, not because we want any welfare, not because we want anything from the state government. We just want to be allowed to live in our homes the rest of our lives. But our taxes are getting such that we can't afford it." And then, about a week and a half ago, an 80-year-old gentleman who called and said, "I just voted today, and the one thing," he said, "I'm on my deathbed. I'm just praying I can make it till Tuesday." That's been the two highlights, not because he was dying, but he took the time from his hospice bed to call the campaign. The sad thing is I wasn't there that afternoon. I was campaigning.
Paul, you briefly touched on this about the restructuring of the legislature. How do you think that's going to potentially affect your message, potentially change the way you might lead if it was, if it had stayed in Democratic hands? I mean, what do you see going forward?
Well, it's going to disappoint the press because we're going to have a whole lot of friendly, like-minded people, so I won't have to use my temper.
Do you see that as leading to something right out the gate though that potentially might have been very difficult to pass, but now?
Well, I hope so, but I will tell you, it's a double-edged sword, because with a majority, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to expecting to do certain things, and as a party and as a state, we have to be very judicious on our change, and we have to think it through, and we have to make sure that it puts people first, and that the state of Maine will prosper by the actions we take.
What can Mainers expect on day one, and what should they have to get ready to wait for?
Nothing. Nothing, except this is the most important thing I can tell you today, and you'll be hearing it all along the next 4 years, is everything we do, everything is going to be about people ahead of politics. And I will ask this question every time a bill or any time a question is asked, is how is it going to affect the people of Maine? Because that's what I believe is the most important thing that I can be doing going forward, is the legislation, the regulations, the rules, the negotiations to bring business to Maine, how is it going to help Maine people? And I'm telling you, it's about the people of Maine. If we do our job and the people of Maine prosper, the state will prosper.
Governor-elect, you have Senator Ray that just joined you here as well.
And you can ask these two gentlemen how it's going on, since I'll be working with them very, very closely.
Thank you.
Did you speak to Governor Baldacci, and can you describe the conversation that did take place?
My understanding, as I said, we stayed up most of the night waiting for the results. I went to Augusta this morning, had a meeting, came back, and I did take a nap, believe it or not. I slept for about 2 hours. I understand the governor called while I was sleeping. He left a message. I will be calling him back.
Tell us what you said to Elliot Cutler in your phone conversation this morning.
Elliot was very, very gracious. He told me that he was just waiting for a few more returns to come in. There was a few things he wanted to hear. And he congratulated me, and I thanked him very much. And then I said, hooray!
Thanks, folks. Governor-elect.
Anyone else?
Good.
Would you have a job for him?
You know, I don't know. And the reason I say that is we have not penciled anyone in. We are collecting resumes. If he's willing to send a resume in, I'm willing to look at it, and it will be about where he would fit in. I'm not saying no to anyone. We are looking for resumes. If you feel you can help the state, send them in.
So does that mean there'll be, spots for Republicans, Democrats, Independents?
I guarantee that.
Any idea when you'll have your budget proposal ready?
Can I have till the weekend?
Thanks, folks. Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks.